Hi friends, welcome to Creative World 1363. Today we are going to discuss about our US visa experience and the US visa process. If you are currently employed, use your current employment status and the credibility of the company you work for. In our case, having lived in Qatar for a long time, we thought that actually our stability, our proven track record, and home ties could favor. And to be honest, having a US visa is a gateway to the world. And also, it adds weight to your future visa applications. And also, it's not only just visiting the states, and also you can visit more than 50 countries. Once you have decided to go with the US visa, the first and most important step is to apply for the appointment early. US visa appointments can take time to schedule due to high demand. So you have to secure your slot as early as possible. Then only you can start your application process later. In some countries, actually, the wait time can stretch to a year. In our case, we applied on May 1st in 2024, and we got slot in August 2028. So which means there is a gap of 4 months. So apply early is very, very crucial. So for taking appointments, you can visit this website and then you need to create a username and password. So the next step is to take the appointment. So it's possible to take appointment for your whole family together. How? You need to create a profile on the visa appointment website. First, for that, go to the US visa appointment website for your country. Create an account for one primary applicant, usually the head of the family. Log in and start the appointment and schedule the process. Add family members. During the scheduling process, you will see an option to add dependent or schedule group appointment. So add each family member using their own DS-160 confirmation number and passport details. This links everyone together a single appointment. Then pay the visa fees and choose the date and time. The application, which is called DS-160, which is long, detailed, and time consuming. It has around 54 pages covering from personal details to education, employment, and residency. In our case, we approached an agency and it took around 1 month to complete the process, and then we uploaded it on June 1st. And if you are doing it by yourself, be prepared to handle things like dummy tickets, hotel bookings, and all. And there is an option to save each step due to your convenience. Each family member must fill out and submit their own DS-160 form. In DS-160 application process, most of the documents you need to upload. The general documents, which are passport, residency ID. If you are employed, there is an NOC and salary certificate from the employer, covering letter, itinerary, dummy tickets, and hotel booking. And you should carry all the original documents while you appear for the interview, especially your original passport, the uploaded copy of DS-160 form, and the fee receipt of the US visa, along with your all uploaded documents. If you have any travel history, please attach your visa copies of the countries you visited. When it comes to the application process, the validity of the documents plays a very crucial important role. Especially documents like passport, your ID, all should have a validity of minimum 6 months. So if you are staying outside India, you may have a residency ID. In our case, which was Qatar ID, you should have minimum 6 months validity both for your passports and your ID. And because why this is important, because when you are filling your DS-160 application, you may need to put a tentative travel date. So this your document should cover these travel dates. And also you have to upload all these documents in your DS-160 application process. On the day of the interview, make sure you arrive at least 30 minutes before. In our case, the interview was scheduled for 9:30 a.m., but we reached by 8:30 a.m. in the morning. And we have to leave our all belongings, including mobile phones, in a storage facility. So in Qatar, this service is free of charge. They give you a token for that, and after that, there were security checks, and then we went for the biometrics and passport scanning. Then the real interview starts. The interview for the family they take together. My wife and I seated together, and he started with the classic question, why do you want to go to the US? And we answered honestly, like for the tourism purpose and to explore the cultural and historic places, etc. His most of the questions were straightforward and but in detail. Then he asked about our marriage date and which class our son is studying in, and is there anyone paying for our trip, and then what we both do for living, etc. The interviewer even mentioned about my company activities before I disclosed anything about my company. So that showed us how closely they review the DS 160 form. So we should be very careful whatever details we keep in DS 160. And also, he asked us uh, our travel history, which means post COVID. So, which gives us more confidence to answer, which means we did not have any more travel history at that time. We had only visited Georgia. So, that was the answer. Then he asked my wife which places she wanted to visit in the US. She got a bit nervous, but she answered. But he noticed the nervousness, but he was kind about it. And then we gave more reasons to visit the US, like my son's school arranging a visit in October, but we couldn't go in October since I am not able to get leave. So we plan to visit in December something. But before we could finish, he interrupted and he raised his hands, said, "You can." That moment was unforgettable. He took our passports and handed us a paper with Aramex details for the passports collection. And the very next day, on 29th, 29th August, we collected our passports with a 10-year validity of US visa. And here we go with the bonus tip. The DS-160 form is detailed and even small mistakes can cause delays or complications. One common error is mismatched dates, like your employment start date not matching with your NOC letter. Another is forgetting to mention previous travel history, especially if you have visited countries that require visas. Also, be careful with your intended travel dates if they don't align with your passport or residency validity. It can raise questions. And don't underestimate the importance of your photo. If it doesn't meet the exact specifications, your applications can be rejected before the interview starts. And if you are doing the form yourself, double check everything, save your progress often, and don't rush. If you are using an agency, make sure they are reputable and that you review the final submission yourself. If you found this useful, please like, share, and subscribe. And drop your comments and experiences below.